I'm curious, what do you think someone like Zoran Mamdani's motivation is when they make a video like this, knowing that things like a mansion tax in California have been economically not productive, and yet they still talk like this?
Today, we're taxing early. I'm thrilled to announce we've secured a 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗧 tax, the first in New York's history. This is an annual fee on luxury properties worth more than $5 million, whose owners do not live full-time in the city. Like for this penthouse, which hedge fund CEO Ken Griffin bought for $238 million. This 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗧 tax is specifically designed for the richest of the rich, those who store their wealth in New York City real estate, but who don't actually live here. But even so, they're able to reap the huge financial rewards of owning property in, dare I say, the greatest city in the world. And most of the time, these units are sitting empty, since again, they don't actually live here. This is a fundamentally unfair system that hurts working New Yorkers. Now, it's coming to an end. This tax will raise at least $500 million directly for the city. It'll help fund things like free childcare, cleaner streets, and safer neighborhoods. As mayor, I believe everyone has a role to play in contributing to our city, and some a little bit more than others. Happy Tax Day, New York.
Happy Tax Day. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's never going to work because it can't work. I mean, there's a couple of things that I don't think politicians understand, but I've been saying it for a long time. You are trying to get one over on people that are much shrewder than you and smarter than you because they work in the private sector. So there's like a big issue where you go, this guy's a politician, this girl's a politician, they're kind of career politicians, and then they're going to try to outwit billionaires who hung their own shingle, worked their way up, and crushed it in the private sector. Those guys are all 10 times smarter than Karen Bass or Mamdani or any of these idiots who have no experience. They couldn't run a taco stand without ruining it in 20 minutes, right? So they keep coming up with ways to extract more money from people that are 10 times smarter than they are. And the people that are 10 times smarter than they are figure out a way to not give it to them, or they just move to Florida, which is what he's gonna do. But it never works because there's a kind of, you're playing chess with people that are chess grandmasters and you're kind of dim. And they think they're going to beat them every time, but they can't beat them because the other person's so much more evolved. You know, and they're dimwits, like they're dopes. Like 𝗖𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗛 in LA was the mayor for 8 years. People run LA, one of the biggest cities in the world, one of the most important cities in the world. We elect mayors, and when they term out and they leave, we never hear from them again. They don't start super successful businesses. They can't. They're dopes.
Who do you think has the highest IQ between Zoran Mamdani, Nithya Raman, and Karen Bass?
It's kind of weird, you know, because Nithya Raman went to Harvard and MIT, which is insane, but she has a huge logic problem in that she was the one that was blaming Toyota for making their catalytic converter so easy to steal. I don't know if you guys ever seen that.
I saw that.
It's the greatest. Yeah. It's the greatest clip. So I guess what it would be is, first, if we have to make a distinction. So you go, my IQ might be fair to middling, I would guess. I don't look at myself. I don't think of myself as a high IQ person. But if you're insanely pragmatic, you can have strokes of genius like painting your car stereo that those people would never have. So there's people that have IQ points that are 20 points higher than mine, but they wouldn't figure out how to save their mini pickup truck in the middle of Hollywood, right? So she may have a high IQ, which may have gotten her to MIT and Harvard, but then she blames Toyota for catalytic converter theft. So it means she's kind of a baseline dope. So IQ is kind of bragging points, I guess. I mean, it's sort of like we're stranded on a desert island and there's a guy who goes, I got a perfect score on my SATs. And I'm like, I'd rather have that guy dropped out of the 9th grade, build us a shelter because he can actually do something. You're just talking about your SAT scores. So Nithya Raman is kind of dangerously dopey, and I don't know about her IQ, but she's wildly impractical. Mamdani's sort of got a kind of Far East Newsom, like he's kind of a slick dude who can string words together and kind of put together stuff that sounds good. It'll never work. None of it works. But he's got a lot of sort of like Newsom in him. He's kind of a swarthy Newsom, like good looking, knows how to talk, has a lot of confidence and certitude, ruins cities and states, but sounds good and the ladies love him, Karen Bass is dumb. She's just kind of, she doesn't really make sense when she talks. I mean, that's why Spencer Pratt was able to mop the floor with him. It's not that Spencer Pratt's a master debater. It's that these women are dumb and they have horrible policies.
So what is your thoughts on a wealth tax?
I don't like any taxes, although there's obviously a baseline of tax that people need to pay because we all are protected by our military and use our streets with their super expensive red turn arrows that we need to pay for. So first off, by the time they get to the wealth tax, that dollar's been taxed 5 times before it even gets to the part where they're going to tax it again for the wealth tax. Like it gets taxed on the way in. It gets taxed when you make it, and then it goes somewhere, and then they tax it again. It is absolutely none of their money and none of their business is the way I feel. And they're going to ruin their cities. And the guys who are wealthy enough to be the recipient, or I guess the recipient is the right word. I mean, those who qualify for the wealth tax are going to be smart enough to figure out ways around it. And that's the way they always do it. Like in LA, they started doing if your house is $5 million, you're going to have to pay 4% on the sale. Well, everyone started selling their house for $4,999,000 because that's what business. Yeah. What else would a business person do? I'll sell it to you for $5,001,001 so I can pay 4% into a bunch of incompetent idiots who are going to waste my money. So they intentionally create that, and now it's just getting to the point, I think, where people are like, when it comes to Manhattan, people are going to leave. But also, you can live anywhere now. It didn't used to be that way, like there is, I would say to everybody, they go, where are you going to move? I go, if you have P.F. Chang's, a Top Golf, and a Spearmint Rhino, I can move there. And then people go, you like golfing, Chinese food, and strip clubs? I'm like, not really, but that just means they're on the map. You know what I mean? Like they got a civilization there. I might swing by, get some Chinese food and a hooker, but I'm saying that means they're there. Listen, I play every city in this country. I go everywhere. And the first thing you say, because you think you're going to Oklahoma City, you're like, oh man, we're going out to the sticks. I hope they have running water and stuff. You go to all these cities, you look around and you go, not too shabby. Pretty nice, clean, nice. Yeah. I could live here. Like you can live anywhere now. I don't think it was that way 25 years ago.
Let me take a wild guess here. You have not got a Father's Day gift yet, and it's June. The date's coming up.
And by the way, we know that dads are impossible to find gifts for because they seemingly have everything they need, but that is why we've partnered with our friends MagBack to get you 15% off the entire site when you use the link and code down below in the description.
They have gifts that your dad will actually use, like the MagBack Elite case. There's a built-in finger loop for your grip, side rails so it doesn't slip, a kickstand that folds right in, and magnets strong enough to snap onto any metal surface, desk, car, wherever.
And you could also pair it with the MagBack Smart Wallet, which snaps right onto the back of your phone. It holds your cards, and you could even ping it in the event you'll lose it and want to find out where it is.
This is actually so embarrassing, but I kid you not, I used to have 2 wallets. Because I would lose my main wallet so much, I would have a second wallet with a passport card, credit cards, and cash, and I kid you not, I'd use it probably once a month. But with my MagBack, all I have to do is ping it on my phone, and boom bada bing, I know where my wallet is, and I have not lost my wallet since. It's incredible. And if you want to go further, they have multi-chargers, car mounts, Tesla chargers, key tags. There's something for every kind of dad. So get a gift your dad will actually use this year with MagBack. The link is down below in the description. And if you use our code, which is shown on the screen right now, and also down below in the description, you will get 15% off your entire order. And just make sure you order it before the 17th of June so your package will show up with enough time. Again, the link is down below in the description, as well as a code for 15% off your entire order. Happy Father's Day. I am so confident your fathers will absolutely love everything
everything from 𝗪𝗧𝗪. Thank you to 𝗪𝗪𝗪 for sponsoring this clip.